Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Come on, baby, baby. Woo! Big dance, big dance. Come. Big dance, big dance, big dance.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Carson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Carson. He will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back.
You ready? 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Topper. Switch gears. Kill. Hey, Delta. Hey, turn it out. Speed grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Got it. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got one. Hey, orbit. Bring there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
2nd and 9 now. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Watch the eye. .61 Matchbox Lights. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. A gain of 22. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Down. 60 Org. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch. Check. Crunch. Smooth. Crunch.
Mixon with a first down carry. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check 24, check. Look at me. Door, door. Shoot.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Davis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey! Go, go, go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards on the ground. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pick goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. One foot. Check 43.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Let's go now.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Yes. Hey, Haywood. Look, squeeze. Fight.
They'll look to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, guys. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Carson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Mike 10, Mike 10. Go! Strong right, strong right, strong right. Alert, alert. 3 out, 3. One left. 10's the night. 10's one left. Man, I got you. Kill. 25, check 25, check 25. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert, and I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
At the 25-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he finds Daniels. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this open. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 53 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check. Well. Go. Go. Hey, check.
Now it's Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Don't be scared of it. Hatchet. Check your 14. Shit.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick, field way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Let's go.
2nd and long. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Go. Hey, zoom. Right there. 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 55 yards, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the shit. Hey. One left. Switch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let him know.
Friday.
Change the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the gun, it's Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch 54. Check pass.
5.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Protein spill.
Watch the safety creep.
Hit it.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready,
On
set.
2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Danny.
X3. 218. Chopper. Deep grip.
2nd and 5. Now he's flushed out left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rip left, rip left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back now in Nashville. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
25. Hey,
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Delta.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Joker, 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 Joker.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go,
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. The extra point now coming from Myers. And And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 24-24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Carter, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
54. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Be different.
Back to Mixon on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On first down, Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch what he did.
He'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Now 10. Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 4.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this. They still play.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's get off the field.
One last shot for Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Titans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.